This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Hey Epic Crafters, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to turn this and this into this.
The Darksaber from the Mandalorian show, using only cardboard and paper.
Mandalorian, you have your Darksaber now, so come and fight!
Okay, give me a second. Kylo Ren, you make the choice. I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. In cold, then.
Hey, I'm Raphael. I used to work in the movie industry as a professional Steadicam operator until I discovered that I could make pretty much any of the movie props I'm so passionate about using only that. But making movie props out of cardboard wasn't good enough.
That's not good enough!
I wanted to make them as screen accurate as possible, but that was still not good enough.
Not enough.
So I decided to create this YouTube channel where I show you how to make them step by step with templates so that you can make them yourself at home even if you're not a professional prop maker like me.
That's good for me.
So if you are new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next epic build with cardboard.
Do it.
In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the Darksaber using only cardboard, paper, some glue and a few simple tools. Of course, you'll find the complete list of everything I use in the description box below, as well as all the templates necessary for you to make it yourself at home.
You can make it.
Now let's dive right into the tutorial.
The first thing to do is cutting out the templates that you find in my shop in the description box below. Next, glue them on your cardboard using a regular glue stick. And using a precision knife, a box cutter or very sharp scissor, cut the pieces.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
You'll have to do that for all the following pieces of this tutorial. Cut two pieces number 1 from the template number 1 and glue them on top of each other using white glue. So that you have a thick piece number 1 that looks like this. Again, apply white glue on it, spread the glue with your fingers, and glue the following pieces on it, following the number order, flush with this edge.
Who would stack pizza boxes like this?
So that you have something that looks like that. And then glue the reversed pieces on the opposite side the same way.
As most of you know, I made many things from the Mandalorian show, including his entire armor. But is there something else that you'd like me to make from the Mandalorian series? Let me know in the comment section below.
Cut the pieces number 5 and 6 from the templates number 4. Glue them on top of each other flush with this edge. And glue the pieces number 7, 8 and 9 on top of it the same way. And of course, glue the reversed pieces on the opposite side.
What's next?
Cut the piece number 10 from the template number 6, using a ruler fold it over here. Cut the piece number 11 and fold it at the same place. Glue them on top of each other that way. Cut the piece number 12. Fold it here the same way. And glue it underneath over here. With a pencil, outline the edges of the second part of the handle on the guard here. And then cut it out with a precision knife. And glue the second part of the handle into the hole. To do so, I used a cheap 15-watt hot glue gun as it works faster, but don't hesitate to use white glue instead if you want to. And I glue the first part of the handle at the end of it over here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Then cut the piece number 13 and glue it on the top over here.
Don't forget that all the templates that you need to make this Darksaber yourself at home are in the description box below, as well as the tools and products that I use.
You said that already!
Now, using the templates number 7 and 8, we can start to make the blade. Cut the piece number 14. Glue this edge on the edge of the piece number 5 here. And do the same with the pieces number 15 and 16. And then glue the piece number 17, 18 and 19 on top of it to make the blade thicker. So that you end up with something that looks like that. And crush the front edge of the blade with your fingers to make it thinner. Afterwards, make a mix of white glue and water.
What the hell are you cooking?
And soak in it pieces from a brown paper, the same kind you get within your Amazon deliveries. Crush it lightly with your fingers to make it more malleable. Remove any excess of glue. And apply the paper on the entire construction.
He's doing it.
To end up with something that looks like this.
Also, I want to let you know that this tutorial is a part of a series of videos I'm working on in which I show you how to make the entire Mandalorian armor. Of course, today's video is about the Darksaber, but if you want to check out the other tutorials to make the rest of his armor so that you can look like that,
I linked the full series in the card here, as well as in the description box below. I also used a small amount of grey paper to cover that small part. Next, using thin uncorrugated cardboard, the same kind you receive from Amazon for the small items for instance, cut the piece number 20 from the template number 9, flip it to expose the brown side of it, give it a light curve with your fingers, and glue it on the top of the handle over here. From the same thin cardboard, cut the piece 21, flip it to expose the brown side of it, give it a light curve, and glue it underneath over here. And cut the reversed one and glue it on the opposite side. Next, using thin uncorrugated grey cardboard, the same kind you get with your cereals or ice creams, cut 4 pieces 22, and glue them on the top over here that way. And make 3 more and glue them next to it over here. But I realized later after finishing this video that those should be brown, so I replaced them with brown cardboard. Afterward, using that same grey uncorrugated cardboard, cut and glue all the pieces from the templates number 9 on the bottom part of the handle to make the design, that way.
It's a puzzle.
To end up with something that looks like that. Next, remove about 4 cm from the grey cardboard over here.
Also, if you feel like you could use more extended visuals about a specific step that I have shown a little bit too fast, I want to let you know that I also recorded the entire construction from start to finish, and I made a long time-lapse video available for the members of this channel down in the description box below.
Afterwards, using that same grey paper, make a thick roller. To do so, roll up the paper tightly with your fingers. Soak it in the same mix of white glue and water. Let it dry. And using a precision knife, cut a thick slice from it. And glue it on the top here to make the switch. And glue another one on the right side over here. Next, cut thin slices from that same uncorrugated brown cardboard and glue them on both sides of the handle over here to finish the design. And the same way, glue a few more over here. And then glue the grey rollers you have left into the notch here. Using brown paper, make another small roller like that. The same way, cut 2 thick slices from it. And glue them on the bottom of the handle over here.
By the way, have you already been stuck in your creativity, willing to make nice decorations and things but you just don't know how? I've been there for sure, even on this channel. But what if you could learn how to create amazing things using everyday objects? Well, I just found the perfect class to learn that skill on Skillshare.
In this class by Cornelia Zelinka-Bodis, you will be experimenting with different everyday objects like combs, sponges, dolls to paint and get to know their respective marking qualities. This course is perfect for beginners and people who want to get started creating again or are stuck and aren't being able to create. And after completing this class, you will be familiar with a variety of marking techniques And you should have a series of artworks which you could frame or use for such things as greeting cards or bookmarks. Other than that, Skillshare is a huge online learning community full of inspiring classes for creative people like you and me. It offers countless hours of educational content on painting, of course, but also on drawing, clay sculpting, illustration design, photography, video editing, productivity, lifestyle, you name it, they have a course for it.
So if you'd like to support me and this channel and you'd like to give it a try, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. Just click the first link right there in the description box below.
Next, with a pencil, darken the entire blade. Then break a regular sheet of white paper with a scissor into several irregular smaller parts, like that. And glue all of these on the edges of the blade, using the same mix of white glue and water you made before. And glue 4 rectangular ones, like that, on top of these pieces here, on both sides. To end up with something that looks like that.
Also, that part here being very small and depending on the type of cardboard you are using, it might end up to be a little bit too weak to sustain the weight of the blade. So if it ends up to be a little bit too weak, don't hesitate to make some holes here and to pour some hot glue or wood glue or any type of glue inside the cardboard, inside the connection here. It's going to make the whole connection way sturdier.
Next, using the reference pictures that you'll find with the templates in the description box below, carve the last details on the guard. To do so, start by drawing them with a pencil. Then cut the drawing with your precision knife. And widen the openings with a small tool like that. Also, make 3 little holes on that part over here. And do the same on the opposite side. And next, apply 2 layers of a glossy varnish on the entire construction.
Pretty cool, isn't it? So all you need to make this Darksaber yourself at home are this tutorial and the template that you'll find in my shop in the description box below. And if you want to learn how to make Mando's helmet, his armor, or even Grogu's himself and many more things from the Mandalorian show, click this playlist right here. And of course, subscribe if you are not already and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next crazy build out of cardboard. Also, don't forget to click the first link in the description box below to get your 1-month free trial of Skillshare Premium. It's so worth it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget there is something awesome in your cardboard boxes.